Hi, I'm Jim Montgomery, jamesmontgomerylaw.com. Just wanted to take a few minutes to talk with you about the things that you may have seen in that picture, where you may be feeling a little uncovered around the rear end and maybe staying up late at night. Deal with people all the time around that. What is it we do? We buy and sell businesses, and we get involved in all the different things that people deal with on a regular basis in their businesses. Everything from marketing all the way over to defending people in lawsuits. Did that for 30 years. Took business as a part of the courthouse. It's a great thing for lawyers, not such a great thing for you, the business owner. So in fact, that's going to be one of the 7 things that I want to talk to you about in just a second here. The 7 things that each business has to deal with that keep those business owners up late at night, worrying about what's going to come next. So let's go through this for a second. First of all, we're going to talk about the form of your business, or your company, whatever. The second one is going to be shareholder agreements. How do you get along with each other? The third one is going to be, how do you deal with intellectual property? Copyrights, trademarks, patents, that sort of thing. The fourth one is human resources. You've probably got employees, unless you're lucky and you only have 1 or 2 and you don't really have to deal with them. They've been with you for a long time. You probably got some issues you have to deal with. The next one's going to be lawsuits. Should you be filing those lawsuits? Should you go after all the debt collection you can go after? When you sue somebody, you almost always get the best defense there is, which is to get sued back. So those are things you have to think about. Next, insurance. Do you have the proper insurances? Do you have a good insurance agent who really understands your business? Have they looked at workers' comp? Have they looked at liability? Those kinds of things. And then the last one, which really I think is one of the most important ones that a business owner can deal with: systems. There are 6 systems for every business. The first one is customer attraction. You got to have new customers. You're going to have something to bring customers into your funnel. The second one is customer engagement system. That's where you actually close the customers. How do you get the sale? The third one is customer service system. Once you got the customer, you've got to deliver the product, do the service, whatever it is. The fourth one is perhaps even the most important of all of those, because everybody thinks it's great to get new customers. But when you really come down to it, you can get all the new customers, but they're the most expensive ones. The better way is actually to get your customers to come back more often, spend more. And I've actually got a little guide that shows you how those interrelate and shows you that you can literally increase your business by almost 76% simply by increasing each one of those categories. But do you have some sort of a customer retention system? Are you sending out birthday cards, anniversary cards, those kinds of things? And then you got the human resources that we talked about, but there's a different aspect to it. Is it really human resources, or is it, how do they know whether they're doing a good job? How do they know that they're doing what you ask them to do? Because we're not very good at delegation. It really wasn't taught to us in school. There are systems for doing it. But how do they leave your office or your place with a task in hand, how do they know that they're actually doing what you want them to do and that they're doing a good job? And then lastly, the financial systems. Every business has got financial systems. You may be looking at a cash flow statement. You may be looking at a profit and loss statement, an income statement, same thing. Maybe a balance sheet. But that's not really what I'm talking about, because think about it, you don't get those until way down the road anyway. And it's really too late at that point to do anything. But every Friday afternoon or every Monday morning, are you looking at how much cash is in the bank? What do you have to pay in the next 2 weeks? Who owes you how much money and how likely is that to come in? How many sales calls were made last week? How many closings were there? How many new leads did you get? Some of those may change a little bit depending on what business you're in, but they're all basically the same. But that's what we call the key performance indicators or flash reports or whatever you want to call them in your particular business. we just kind of touched on everything. We kind of skipped over the form of your business. Are you a corporation, are you a partnership, are you liable for everything? Are you a limited liability company and corporation? I've got a series of videos that I've done on each one of those 7 things. And I'm going to invite you to stay in touch. You're on my email list. If you filled out your name and your email on the list that came up right at the beginning, so you could have access to this. And you'll be getting some links over the next few weeks to go through those various things. And then I've also got some courses that are out there. And if you go on our website, you look, it says products, and we're going to be doing some webinars on those specific topics and some others. In fact, we're going to ask you to tell us, what do you want to know about? Now, I can't give you legal advice in a webinar, and I can't give you legal advice in this little video. If you really need legal advice, then you need to get in touch with us, and we can see how that works for you and get you the help that you really need, or get you referred to somebody that can be able to help you. But at any rate, I just wanted to say I had a great time talking with you. And go to my website, jamesmontgomerylaw.com. You'll find a lot of articles, a lot of good information there on things that can help you in your business. Over the last 5-6 years, we have sold $200 million worth of businesses. And our average business sale is somewhere between $1 million and $5 million. So it tells you we've done a lot of deals. We've seen a lot of things. We've seen a lot of things go wrong. We've seen how to fix those things. And if you stay tuned, we'll talk about how you can fix your business and you can double your profits. Have a great day.